Hey everybody, Charlie and Iron 2 here, and welcome to Strange Horticulture. So this is a game I saw while I was browsing Steam, and it had an interesting description. It was labeled as a puzzle game that also dealt with the occult and naming plants. So of course I immediately bought it, downloaded it, and decided to play that for you guys. Looked it up on how long to beat. It looks like about 5 to 8 hours, so it seems to have a good length to it. If you're new to my channel, I play single-player, story-driven games, puzzle games, adventure games, RPGs, and they're all 100% blind. So these are actual reactions as I play through for the first time with commentary. So without further ado, let's watch the intro. And let's begin. New game. Is it narrated? It is not. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that the neighbors can reach across and shake hands. Or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. And you see it is leaning. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, as you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There's much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1, Friday. This game features some small text. If you're having difficulty reading, you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Oh, that's nice. I did change the font to simpler, easier to read font, so that's why it looks kind of out of place here. All right, what are we looking at? All right, day 1. So we have a day-night system, a bell, hint, settings. Music seems a little high to me, so let's turn the music volume down a little more. Let's go 55. See how that does. Okay, a little better. Sound effects are still a little loud, but hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Okay, I found it. An excerpt on the elusive wandering Boo. Come to the library in Ambleside, and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. Simone. P.S. Give Hellbore a good scratch behind the ear for me. Hellbore! Oh, look, he watches where I move my little mouse. Can I scratch you behind the ear? Hellbore is purring. Hellbore? Hellebore? Hellbore, I guess. Alright, so we got... Oh. So we got shelves here. The will to explore, a closer inspection, and a rising dread. What is this? We have a drawer. Oh, this is a desk. Okay. Items. Can we... Okay. Strange. Book of Plants. Wilfred Voymich. This encyclopedia can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Note that where I've included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often the description will be more useful to you. Okay, so focus on the description, not the picture. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. W.V. Wilfred, what is it, Voymich? Bishop's Parasol. So we can't just turn the page. Yeah, we can. But we can also skip. So the first one should be Bishop's Parasol. Oh, I can't read Latin. Episcopus pelibant. A mushroom found in dark, damp places, feeding on any light that it gets close to it. It can seem to draw light in, enveloping its surroundings in darkness. So does it glow? The gills on the underside of this mushroom seep a milky fluid that can be consumed as a treatment for stomach pains. Now, do we have this? If I pick this up, not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp, red spores. Okay, so that's not it. Smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes watery. So it does mention milk. Do we have any other mushrooms or fungus? It doesn't appear so. Oh, this is probably a fungus, right? So I should probably organize plants with like characteristics, right? It looks like a succulent. This has thorns. I think we put colors beside each other for now. It looks like a succulent as well. That's kind of a bluish purple. Red can go here. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's so much stuff. Can I grab this? What is this? Can I zoom in on it? Oh, I can. Look at that. Whoa. So it zooms in wherever I'm at. Okay. Can I put this in a drawer? Put it under letters. Can I flip it around? We'll have to look at that a bit more. Alright, so we got purples and blues right here. I wonder if certain plants can't be stored next to each other. I can water. We'll put just greens here. Fungus here. Anything with red on it here, maybe? This will just be kind of like a catch-all. Put that with greens, I guess. This too, maybe. Whitish, yellowish. Here's more blue and purple. It's kind of pink. So, I'll tell you what. Let's put the green ones here. Let's put the pink here. We'll do blue and purple up top. I don't even know if this is necessary, but seems like it might be helpful. It's a lighter blue. It's kind of a lighter purple there. We got whites and yellow. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Alright, Farmer's Worry. A spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities, grants great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect is worn off. Forest Camphor. Strong smelling bulb. This plant has a powerful sulfuric effect, making it common ingredients in sleeping droughts. Camphor produces a beautiful, rounded, dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. This one. It's a bulb, right? Yeah, bulb. Small cluster of flowers. So, let's look at it. It's pungent but not unpleasant. The bulb is soft yellow. The leaves are waxy. Strong smelling. Sleeping ingredients. Can I label these? I seem to have found out what that is. Foxbottom. An offering of foxbottom is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Thick leaves, opposing pairs. This might be it. Gandy root. Apis demyssus. A plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Is that this guy? Single pink flower that smells pleasant. I don't think that's right. I don't see a stamen. That's a stamen, right? Hanging out. By the way, I'm not a horticulturist. I'm an ex-soldier. Veteran, if you will. Know nothing of plants. But we're about to learn. These aren't real, right? These are all like made-up plants. Harlequin blue. Scura caerulea. When the bushy flower heads die back, they release seeds with a downy pappus, which... What is a pappus? Which assists in wind dispersal. Downy pappus. Is that like dandelions when they have the little fuzzy things that float around? Is that what that means? Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense, and they let out high-pitched shrieks. Widely believed the spirits of dead souls. Okay. All right, we're not going to read the rest of these now. We'll just kind of look through them. We'll read them as needed, I believe. Let's go ahead and put that away. That was an item, right? What's this one? Oh, God. A map of Undermere and the surrounding area. Oh, my goodness. A lot bigger than expected. So, oh, here we are. Here's Undermere. We're on Lake Undermere. There's a whole lot of stuff here. And we have a grid system, A through Q and 1 through 33. I feel like this will come in handy later. Let's zoom out. I love that zoom feature. More games need to have that. We have a magnifying glass. What can we do with that? Magnify. And a... Well, I thought that was a coin, but it seems very interesting. Does this go on the map? Are the squares the right? Yes. Okay. So some type of decoder slash protractor. Oops, I took it off. Alright. Oh, we do have labels. Okay. So we can label the plants once we figure out what they are. Here's another letter. Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Blackbarrow. Keep it secret. Is it this? Dangerous plant. And we can't turn notes over, can we? And we have an archive, which has nothing in it. An excerpt on the elusive wandering boo. Come to the library in Ambleside. I've even found something on the gilded dendra. Ambleside. Gotta go to Ambleside. That's a letter, right? Will to explore. Oh, now it's interactive. Okay, where is Ambleside? Here it is. Should we do that first? Or should we click the bell that's flashing? Let's click the bell that's flashing first. We'll come back to this. Go away, map. Alright, a rising dread. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Okay, so this is like sanity. Can we die? We may be able to. I don't know. Closer inspection. Drag a plant here to take a closer look. We can travel. What is this? Is there a code that goes here? Do these codes match up with this? I don't see that flower, so no. Alright, let's click this and see what happens. Victoria Gray. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. Okay. What a wonderful place to spend your day, surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. Whoop. At night I hear whispered voices too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. She wants St. John's poppy. All right, so this is a good first thing to do. So, strange plants, St. John's poppy, Papaver valemedi. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. The flowers of the St. John's poppy are bright red with a yellow center. Okay, so I put all the red plants here. Should be this guy, right? Red with a sweet scent. Bright red, yellow center. Yeah, that looks like it. Okay, so let's take a label. So, St. John's poppy. And color. We'll go yellow for now, because I don't know what I want. I would assume the more dangerous it is, I probably need to go red, but I don't know. That's probably just for me. St. John's poppy. So if I... look at that. That's cool. Okay. Put her labels back. Let's give her some of this. Whoa, that was loud. Plant identified, rewards, book entry. So as we identify plants, we get more plant clues. Clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned the plant the nickname Lovelock. Heart-shaped leaves, huh? Here's heart-shaped leaves. Okay. So we can keep doing that. Or we can explore. Where do we need to go? Ambleside to the library. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. 2 book entries. Gilded Dendra and The Wandering Boo. We'll read those as we need them. Okay, so... oh, we have to charge up our will to explore, so we can't just wander around all the time. All right, I see how this works. Let's close this back up. And let's do another one of these. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants, though, eh? Well, they probably need sun, but water's good too, I guess. Got a letter for you. Can I pet the cat? Oh, it gives me points for the will to explore. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I'd come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods in the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay. Gosforth. Guess we're going there to get that flower, right? Let's find it. There it is. I should not have come here. A darkness hangs over this town like an executioner's blade. I feel a rising dread in my chest. Is this where we're going to get the tutorial for this? It is. Oh, wow. There's just no positives to going there at all. How do we get rid of this? Very deep sound. All right. Let's ring the bell. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way down. Round, down through the back barrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I've brought Finnet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Lemon dandy. I would assume this one. But let's not assume. Let's use our manual. Lemon dandy. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Citrum crispus. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. Curled leaves. Curled leaves. Do we have anything that looks like that? Is it this one? Might be this one. Smells faintly off-putting, but not overpowering. I mean, that looks similar. And it's got curled leaves, which are these. Does anything else have curled leaves? No. So that must be it. Let's label it. Now, if we're not correct, I'm hoping we can change those labels. Now, does it automatically do this if we just give them the right plant? Oh, we get a plant. Okay. Kind of like a daffodil. We'll put that over here with these guys. Okay. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. Okay, that sounds horrible. See, I can't read that. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing. But not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. What is this? What does this right here mean? Oh, we can learn about the character. This is Faye Swift. Faye grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent, but once is enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled in the night. The sleeping Faye held close. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She came to Strange Horticulture seeking relief from her nightmares, and then we've got a chat log. She's a psychic. She has a moon and an eye. Alright, Faye, and you want forest camphor. Oh, we got a check mark here, too. No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to go to the... There we go. Forest camphor. Alright, so I'm not going to label this one and just see what happens. Caminium silva. Oh, Camimum silva. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful sulfuric effect. Okay, this is the one we saw before. It's this one. Dark blue cluster of many smaller flowers. So let's just give it to her and see if it labels it. Okay, so it puts a label here. Gives us a book entry. Butterdale. It did not label it, so we need to label it ourselves. We should wait till after we confirm it's correct before we do that. Okay. And we can close this and put it away for now. Pet the kitten. We have a will to explore. But where should we go? White Scar Cave. There's a tower, black barrow, wit barrow, meat hop, hawk shed, a dungeon, pike. Should we just be traveling wherever? Let's go to this port town. Maybe there's something cool there. Sharp seagrass nips at my ankles as I clamber over sandy dunes. The warm sand feels pleasant between my toes as my attention wanders to a group of local fishermen returning to Haverig with their catch. I thoroughly explore the area, but after a while my eyes begin to weep from the coarse sea wind. Okay, so really no reason not to explore other than this rising dread. So at Bio's hint, it's still day 1. Let's hit the bell. Got any wandering boo? That always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the boo, if you got it. Alright, back to book. Wandering boo. It's like some type of mushroom, so it's going to be one of these 3. So called because the fungus can move slowly in the dark. It's been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. That's insane. The gills on the other side of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning the plant the nickname Fingersbane. That's this one, right? No, it's not that one. It's this one. Undersides are somewhat sharp, red spores. We'll go with sharp undersides. Wandering BUE. We got later you have summer, real quick. Wandering BUE. Okay. Should we label everything? Maybe this will let other people know what's in here and they probably don't need to know that. Closed, end of day. Let's wander one more time. She mentioned the old man. Let's go see them. Striking views at the top of the so-called old man of the Coniston never failed to induce awe and wonder. Sadly, there are a few people with the leisure to explore its heady heights. Today is just me and the sheep. All right, let's end the day. Let's put our map away. Let's be tidy. What is this? Tarot? Row H, the third river. It started when she found something. Something that she was not meant to find. A book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Let me make a note of this. I don't have my paper with me. I'm going to have to grab some, but I do have my phone, so I can take a note on that. Row H. The third river. And it goes to the right and then up. Okay. Maybe we'll keep this too. We'll see. Day 2 is Saturday. Oh, we do keep it. Okay, so maybe I didn't need to make a note of that. We do have a will to explore. Row H. So that's here. 1, 2, 3. Are we going left to right or right to left? Oh, it would have to be left to right because that's where 1 starts. So row H. 1, 2, 3. It would have to be here. Yep, appears to be right. A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotted flesh. Death for one provides life for many. Do we get some type of a fungus? Let me guess, that's nightshade. Bluish, purple, we can put that over here. All right, let's look at it real quick. Dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. I think we read something about that. All right, let's ring the bell. It's not raining. Isdor Burbage. Bring me a sample of Apis demyssus. And be quick about it. The damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. You hush about my animal. Isidore Burbage? Burbage is a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. He expects people to do his bidding and is quick to anger. There are many under Mere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with wealth comes power, and few would challenge him to his face. Alright, let's get him his plant. What did he say? He needs Apis demyssus. Why can't you just use a regular name? Why you gotta use fancy name? We'll find it. This one, candy root. Rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Pretty sure it's this one. Petals are soft. My fingers ache. Yeah, I think this is Gandhi root. So let's give them this. Okay, so it wasn't. Rough leaves, petals are safe. See, that looked like it to me, but I guess it's not. No, it's not that. One of these. Leaves are coarse to the touch. Okay, so I got one wrong. And you do get punished with more dread. Candy root. Meek dew. Let's label this one. Actually, I think it's all one word, right? Like that. Candy roots. Okay. Put our labels up. Close our book. Close our drawer. And that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or a subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.